Hello students, welcome back to my channel CBSE English by JRB Sir. Today in this video I am going to explain you the sixth lesson from Vistas, that is Memories of Childhood. In this lesson we have two parts. The first part is called The Cutting of My Long Hair. This lesson was written by Zitkalasa. Zitkalasa means red bird, okay, and she belongs to the native tribes of America. That's why they were called as American Indians, Native Americans or indigenous people, okay. And there was severe prejudice towards these tribes in those days. Actually, severe prejudice means here hatred by the Americans, that is white people. That is the first part. And the second part is called We Too Are Human Beings, which was written by Bama. Bama is a Tamil Dalit writer. She wrote many novels, short stories and poems. The present lesson is an extract from her autobiography, that is Karukku, right? And first part is The Cutting of My Long Hair. Actually, this is the original image of Zitkalasa. She had a long hair. Here also you will see in the second image, long braids here you can see. That means it's their tribal custom to grow long hair. Only the cowards who are captured by the people in the war, they will have their shingled hair like this in the third image. Otherwise, according to their custom and culture, they have to grow long hair. So here, her hair was cut. How and who? Let us see. Yes, Carlisle Indian School was the boarding school for all the poor children. So Carlisle Indian School was located in Pennsylvania. Remember this. For this school was organized for poor people. Zitkalasa was joined in that school. It was a horrible experience for her because her hair was shingled, that is shortened. According to her mother's words, only cowards and mourners will have the shingled hair. Mourners means here, so you see, if anybody passes away from our family, we will maintain some mourning period. Okay, that is called mourner. Okay, the persons who are in that mourning period are called mourners. Mourners will have the shingled hair. It's their custom to grow long hair. When she was going to dining hall on the first day, she had seen some Indian girls. Here, Indian girls in the sense Native Americans. Remember, these are the American Indians, not direct our Indians. Okay. So when she was going to dining hall on the first day, she had seen some Indian girls having shingled hair and tight dresses. And she could not understand. She was shocked to see those people like that. There were some strict rules followed in the dining hall even. When first bell rang, what were the rules? Let us see. When first bell rang, students should drag their chair from under the table. When the second bell rang, they must sit. And when the final bell rang, that is third bell rang, they must start eating. That was the principle. But she did not know all these rules as it was the first day. When the first bell rang, she sat and found all the others standing. When she was about to stand, the second bell rang and the other students sat. Finally, third bell rang and they started eating. All the others were eating, but she was terrified to do anything because she could not understand what might happen. And so she observed a pale-faced woman looking at her so seriously from the long distance. After breakfast, Judwin, her friend, came to Zitkalasa and told her that they means here the management of that Carlisle Indian School were thinking of cutting her long hair. Zitkalasa told that she would not submit. No, I won't agree. I will resist, like that she said. But Judwin told her, we have to submit because they are strong, they are powerful, like that. Judwin knew actually some English. That's why she could understand those words. Okay, and that thus she was able to convey the matter to Zitkalasa. Finally, when they were about to catch her, she ran upstairs and hid in a dark room under a bed. They searched for her everywhere. Even her friend Zudwin was calling her, but she did not respond. Finally, one man entered the room where she had hidden. He removed the curtains from the windows, which spread light in the room. Then they looked under the bed and found her. She was dragged like an animal and tied her to a chair. Though she resisted, her hair had been cut and she felt humiliated. She lost her spirit. She cried for her mother, but none came to her comfort her. Thus, her long hair was shingled, which she felt an insult to her culture. That is the first part. And the next part is we too are human beings. Here it is written in our Indian writer. It is written by Indian writer. Let us see who is that. This story took place in Tamil Nadu, India. India once followed untouchability. Our writer had experienced this in her childhood. Bama, as a schoolgirl, used to go to school on foot. While coming home, she observed so many things on the way. Usually, it would take her 10 minutes to reach her home, but she would take half an hour to 1 hour. She used to observe all the things like monkey at the circus, snake charmer with his snake, tea stall, fruit stall, fish stall, temples, political meetings, and so on, so on, so. Thus, she used to observe so many things. One day, while coming home from school, she observed a strange thing. What was that strange thing? The process of separating paddy grain from the straw was going on. The whole scene was being supervised by a landlord. Her community people were at work. Yeah, this is what actually the process, right? The paddy grain is separated from the grass by making the cows or bulls move around, right? Thus, the grass is separated from the straw. And this is another way you can see here. At this particular spot, she had seen an elderly man of her community carrying a packet of vadai or bhaji only with the help of a thread. He was holding the packet directly. The packet was again tied with a thread. The elderly man was holding only the thread but not the packet, just like the picture you see here. Only he was holding the thread. She felt funny at the sight. She thought to herself that such an elderly man playing with the packet. She went her home and explained the same to her brother in a funny way, and she was laughing. Then her brother revealed her that it was not the funny and but untouchability. He had also explained her his own experience at the irrigation tanks of the upper caste people. While coming home from a library, he was walking along the banks of the irrigation tanks. Those landlord's man came and asked his name and address to know his caste and his details. He did not reveal that and ran away from that. If he had told his name, he would have been tortured. That is, thus Annan explained. Annan means here brother of our Obama. Explained her about the untouchability in the society. He had advised her to study well to erase all the differences. From then onwards, she studied well and stood first in the class. Everyone became friends of her. Thus, the story ends. And there ends two parts, my dear students. If you like my video, please subscribe. Thank you.